And if you think about it, it's a fantastic way to motivate my good friend Andy into coming up with better puns for his show.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen a show.
It's alright.
Let's just keep this between us, okay? And don't mention me to that scary lady. In fact, don't mention me at all. It's like I don't even exist. I'll talk to your friend Andy. Do we have a deal?
Deal. You know, it feels good having a deal that's exactly the same as the old one. I feel a lot has been accomplished today.
And a lot has been accomplished, as Caroline knew exactly how to hit Andy's sweet spot.
Guys. We just want a house.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and best yet, the millionaire that donated it to us in his will is a fan of my videos, and he thinks I'm handsome.
As you've probably guessed, it wasn't a millionaire who donated Jeff, Andy, and Michelle a new house. It was our own Crazy Caroline, who still has yet to see a full video of Andy. And whether or not she thinks he is handsome is completely her own business and no one else's.
Hey, fuckface, wake up. You know this little house you're living in? Well, you don't live in it anymore. You see, when I was a kid, my dad killed my mother and twin sister in this house. And every year on that anniversary, I go out and kill at least one homeless man. But it's been a really cold winter, and I want to be outside just about as much as the homeless do. Catch my drift? So, I decided to do what I should have done all along, and that's kill any new person who steps foot in this house. That's what Daddy would have wanted. But Daddy also really liked white people. Lucky for you, you're white. So, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you 3 weeks before I come back, slice you open, and make you watch as I make a necklace out of your fucking insides!
Don't worry, folks. Caroline was only bluffing to free up the space. While her father really is in prison for murder, it has nothing to do with Caroline's mother and twin sister, who have not been on speaking terms with Caroline for years. The trick was finding a house with a basement that would perfectly match Jeff and Andy's old basement. For Caroline is just as much a champion of continuity as she is with getting paid a lot of money. And she also knows of a certain someone who is also a big fan of continuity.
You know, Jeff, I was gonna suggest that if there was even one slight difference in this basement, that we just pass on this whole place.
What the fuck does it matter? Do you think that Dracula lived in the same castle every year?
Yes, Jeff, yes, he does live in the same castle. That's why every Dracula movie since 1931 has failed. Because who keeps going in and redecorating his mansion, huh?
The 1931 version was not the first Dracula movie ever made, numbnuts.
Yeah, but it was the first one that was good.
You mean it was the first one you saw?
I've seen still shots. I think I could do the Dark Prince more justice.
You raise a good point, Andy. You're the first person to come along to give us a hint of what Vlad the Impaler would think of Paranormal Entity.
He'd honestly be pretty impressed with it.
Andy and Jeff continued their conversation for another 3 hours, while Michelle got the most important feature of the new house perfectly situated.
Andy, Jeff, get up here.
Good news, Michelle. The basement fits Andy's standards of redundancy perfectly.
That's nice. I found a new spot for the temporary serious chair, which means we need to have a talk.
Oh, great. What did we do now?
You didn't do anything. I'm just a little curious as to how we got this house.
That's simple, Michelle.
Jeff is simply repeating what I already told you earlier, so there's really no need to hear all of this again. And, in my version of the story, you got to see Caroline threatening people. Quite sexy, if you ask me.
I know, but it all seems weird. What kind of millionaire would watch Andy's videos?
What? Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm sorry, Andy, I didn't mean any offense. It's just that people with money usually have better things to do than watch you dick around in a basement.
Apology accepted.
Millionaires are crazy, Michelle. Take my show, for instance. Sure, I could have gotten off the planet Queso in like 20 minutes, but the Nobel Mouse King needed me to do him a favor. Nobel Mouse King. I am pleased that you allow me to grace your land and to supply me with an affordable and reliable oil change so that I may continue my ventures.
Not so fast, Space Lancer Steve. I hear that you are quite skilled in the martial arts of review kato. Am I wrong?
It is a skill that has been passed down to me from generations of Space Lancers.
Then perhaps you could tell me if the 1970 film Black Brigade lives up to its title.
I'm afraid I have not yet seen this movie, Your Majesty. So there's only one way to find out. King Colby Jack II is a fair and just leader. He also has a surprisingly good knowledge of 70s blaxploitation.
Thank you, Jeff. I was afraid this meeting was going to end without us covering that information.
Well, on my show, I learned how to turn the Titanic into a shit joke. Titanic 2 has plenty of space in the lavatory, boys and girls. Because much like the movie, its cabins are used to being full of shit.
Okay. It's obvious you guys don't care as much about our situation as I do.
Look, Michelle, what do you want from us? You ask us to produce a certain number of videos per week, that's what we're doing for you. We don't really have time to worry about mysterious millionaires or new places to live. We've got movies to watch and scripts to write.
Yeah, okay. I guess I can't expect you guys to worry about everything.
Nothing bad is going to come of this, Michelle. The walls haven't started bleeding, there's no mysterious red room in the basement, and the entity has not shown up to rape Andy in his sleep.
Okay, well, by the time I review the Amityville Asylum, I am planning on painting at least one room in the basement red.
No, you're not painting anything red, Andy, because this is our new house and I'm not trusting you to carry paint through it.
Why are you standing in the way of my show's vision?
For all we know, some strange person stole this house from someone and then gave it to us just to fuck with us.
Even if that's only part right, that's still a very awesome person. I mean, I should be allowed to paint things and tear down walls.
Why are you planning on tearing down walls now?
Because my Transmorphers Fall of Man puppet won't fit into Count Thomas Howell's lair.
This is a conversation for another time, Andy, because we're getting to the point where you're using words I don't know the meaning of.
Count Thomas Howell is a play on the actor C. Thomas Howell. He's been in a lot of asylum movies.
I was talking more about what a fucking transmorpher is, but thanks for that, Jeff. I can look into this house thing on my own time.
I'm going for a walk.
Alright. Catch you later, buddy! I'm going to catch up on some videos.
Fraternity vacation is the worst thing to happen to Summer since the son of Sam.
Hey, I know you. You're Jeff's agent. What are you doing here?
I've come to see if you like the new house. Hey, you okay?
I don't know. Michelle, she won't let me paint the basement. She won't let me tear down walls. I mean, I feel stupid for not knowing that my character's name is very similar to an actor from the 80s.
We've all had those days, champ.
How do you know about our house?
Well, don't tell anyone. But I just might be that millionaire who donated that new house.
Wait, you? You're a millionaire?
Hey, when you're the best in the business, you get paid the best. I may have doctored the paperwork a little bit. I didn't want your friend Michelle making you turn down this fantastic opportunity.
That was very nice of you. And sometimes a guy just needs to be told that he's handsome.
Huh? Oh, yeah. If you weren't married, I'd bareback you on the sidewalk right now.
I'm not married.
Well, I don't have any lube, so let's talk business.
Okay. You just want a sneak peek at my new episode, don't you?
Of course I do, Andrew. And I'm also interested in taking you on as a client.
But isn't Jeff supposed to be your golden boy?
You know the thing about gold, Andy? Gold bars don't come by themselves. You think Fort Knox just has one gold bar? No, of course not. Now, Jeff is a gold bar, certainly, but I want you to be another gold bar. And then maybe sometime eventually I can run the Fort Knox of internet reviewers.
Tim Robbins refers to himself as mother, but if getting Stephen Jeffries drunk is his form of breastfeeding, then this is one mother who needs social services called on her. Ha 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 ha.
Jeff, we need to talk. Your agent wants to sleep with me.
Oh, that? Nah, don't worry about that. That's just how she negotiates. Wait. Agent? What agent? I don't have an agent. I've never had an agent. My agent let me go, remember? What did Caroline, my agent, say?
She wants me as a client.
Well, then she obviously likes you, buddy. Look at all she's done for me. If it wasn't for Caroline, the Nobel Mouse King would be the Nobel Rat King. And no one's bowing down in front of a rat.
And what's this gonna do to Michelle? I mean, we owe her. Yeah, she got us our website. She promoted us. I mean, if not for her support and her money, I mean, we'd have to go back to our day jobs.
True. Thanks to Michelle, our video hit counts are now in the quadruples.
That's still not Messiah territory.
Come on, Andy. It's getting close. You can't feed 5,000 people with a loaf of bread and then complain that you're not walking on water yet.
Maybe I could just have 2 managers?
If memory serves me correctly, Michelle is the jealous type. Hey, Michelle. Do you mind if I go hang out with Andy's sister? She just got a copy of Ninja Strike Force in the mail.
Sure.
Alright, fine. If you're gonna be so mad about it, I won't have any ninja fun this evening. That was the worst Thanksgiving ever.
Michelle and I, we have our problems, but we respect each other. You know, she's sacrificed a lot for us, and hey, you know, even if I tell Caroline no, we still got a free house out of it.
Good man. Wait. Free house?
Yeah, she gave us this house to bribe me into joining her. You found a ballsy agent, man. I hope we can find that kind of luck and support someday.
Yeah, you know, she's the best. Gotta go. So you offer Andy a new house, and he hasn't even signed up with you yet. All you offered me in return was a look at your titties, and it was an extremely dark room.
Jeff, we've gone into the big leagues now, and I can't exactly flash a gay man my titties now, can I?
What? Andy's not gay.
Whatever you say.
How did you even afford it? Was it my money? Was it the money that I've been giving you for months? Are we living in the house of lies based upon my agent's dirty money?
What do you care? You gave it to me. It's not even your money anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when I buy gum, I don't really care that the clerk uses it to go buy crack later.
See, that's exactly the same thing. And to take your mind off things, the money you gave me did not go towards the house. It went towards the gun I used to secure the house.
Yeah, I understand that. You always gotta make sure your neighborhood is safe and secure.
Jeff, you have to trust me. Your friend Andy will come around. And it'll probably be for an extremely stupid reason.
For us, Caroline was right. By the time Andy considers taking Caroline up on her offer, it's because Andy's been given another opportunity to act foolish. But in Andy's eyes, he is following in the footsteps of the Messiah, a man who was shot dead in front of a house.
If Jeff isn't coming back, fuck this is.
If the script had paid as much attention to the women's breasts as it did to their personality, I wouldn't have had to ask random people on the street if they can name one character trait of the women in Fraternity Vacation. Sir, can you describe the personality of Ashley Taylor in Fraternity Vacation without mentioning her huge, luscious, suckable titties?
The hell? fuck else is there to watch?
Andy is contemplating watching the newest episode of The Rickhead because he knows it's going to be about him. He doesn't want to, but I guarantee all of us really want him to watch the new episode of The Rickhead.
Yeah, fuck it.
Alright. Now, Cock Thomas Homo doesn't want you to know a little secret about his most recent opus of mediocrity, which he posted late last night, as if to kind of sneak it in on us. Did you notice anything different? It's the bricks. The bricks in the background are a full 3 inches tall, as opposed to the previous bricks, which were 2 3/4 inches tall. This can only mean one thing. It means that the Count has switched sets without informing his viewers that he has done so. Now what I want to know is, how does he do it? How did he do it? He's a fucking vampire! Vampires don't move. It's the end of it. I mean, even if he did move, how did he do it? He can't roam around in the daytime, and if you ever tried to move a couch in the middle of the fucking night, he certainly doesn't hire movers. Obviously, as soon as they walked into his castle, they would immediately know his secret, so he'd be forced to kill them. I mean, either to remain anonymous or bloodlust. Count Thomas Howell has failed as a movie critic. He's failed as a vampire. And most grievous of all, he has failed his viewers by not being able to maintain the already subpar level of production value.
Motherfucking son of a bitch.
Where are you going? Andy, what's wrong?
We have to tear this down.
What?
We have to tear this down. Start all over again. I don't care how much it costs. It has to be perfect.
That's insane.
The bricks are a fraction of an inch different than the previous bricks. And the Rickhead is using that as an excuse to call me a bad set decorator.
Andy, you're not a set decorator. You shoot down here because it's your house. And no one cares if the background is different. They care what you think about movies. I'm guessing that's what they care about. Do you even review movies, or do you just pun them?
I don't know. Maybe I should just privatize all of my videos or something.
That's insane. How would you get new viewers?
This is all getting to be a little much. Am I not the Messiah yet?
No, Andy, you're not the Messiah. You probably will never be the Messiah. The point is not for you to become the Messiah. The point is for you to make enough money so we can fucking live.
And if I can't be the Messiah, what goal should I set for myself?
Dinner. Dinner is the goal you should set for yourself.
I don't want to do food videos.
That's not what I meant. What I mean is the fact that we've got enough to eat and enough to make rent means that all three of us are doing okay. In fact, we don't even have to pay rent anymore. Someone out there liked your stupid shit well enough to buy us a house. And it makes zero sense, but, you know, nothing in your little internet world has made sense to me anyway, so why wouldn't this have happened? It's just another fucked up thing that's happened this year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to give up your dream, Andy. I'm just saying for the time being, accept what you got.
Well, I guess you can't spell dream without me.
You son of a bitch! I lost my place! That was Red Scare Video's 90-minute review of Fraternity Vacation. We were just about to do a side-by-side comparison of the clothes-changing montages in both this, Tank Girl, Educating Rita, and Xanadu.
Where does your agent live?
If her room is dark, don't bother asking to see the goods.
Can you make me the Messiah?
You want me to nail you to a cross?
Michelle is asking me to settle. And I don't want to settle. I don't want to be the Apostle Paul. I want to be the Messiah. And if that means temporarily becoming Judas to Michelle, then so it is written.
My memory's a little hazy. I have trouble keeping track of space lancers, murder trial critics, time-traveling movie cynics. Which one's the Messiah again?
He's our whole reason for being here. He was the best there was. No one wore costumes and talked movies on YouTube before the Messiah.
That's a bold statement. Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I probably told Jeff once, because I'm sure it came up with him too. I'll make you the Messiah.
How can we both be the Messiah?
Because with you, I actually mean it. Look, did I get Jeff a house? No. I got Andy a house. Alls I did for Jeff was turn out the lights and show him a picture of Pam Greer's tits.
I mean, you technically got Jeff a house, too. I mean, we're roommates.
It was for you, Andy. It was your choice to let Jeff be a moocher.
You know, normally people think Jeff's the more talented one of us. I mean, I envy the guy for how he can incorporate Mouse Kings into his videos.
Andy, I hate rodents, but I love guys that dress in sexy vampire shit. Do we have a deal?
Mind if I get a drink first?
Oh, mighty fine review, boys. Now, I'm just gonna set this here, just in case anybody else wants to watch it.
I guarantee if you ever visit Palm Springs, you will not have the adventures of Tim Robbins and Stephen Jeffries in Fraternity Vacation. I once visited Palm Springs and all I got to do was have sex with a dead squirrel. And even it wouldn't do anal.
Oh my god. Okay, seriously, what the fuck? Okay, I'll keep watching.